Hello everyone, welcome to the LIULI Cup number 2. A couple hours late starting because I had some stuff going on. But we are here joining in at the quarterfinals. Unfortunately, the other semi-finals are already underway, so we'll not be catching that, but we will catch this quarterfinal between Geralt and Rogue. This tournament's been wild. HEROMARINE beat Classic, Trigger beat Hero, Geralt has beaten Bjorn. It's been a wild event so far. The winner of this goes into the round of semi-finals against MaxPax, if I read the bracket correctly. And yeah, welcome. Just give me 1 minute, guys. I'm just finishing some stuff up with regards to being late. So 1 minute and then we'll start casting. It's PvZ. You guys aren't going to miss me if I don't talk for the first minute, right? Cool. Yeah, but then I feel really awkward sitting here doing something and not trying to talk. Can Geralt beat Rogue? Rogue has been playing really well lately. So watching him in the WardiTV Summer Championship. Was a lot of fun there. I'm excited to see him bring out some ZVP here today. It's excited to see what Geralt's kind of approach will be. Geralt oftentimes tries to play the later game in this matchup. So maybe expecting a little bit of a similar vibe there. As the bowlings make their way across the map. A little poke to see exactly what's going on. It's a full scout as well. It's also rather nice. Link speed is about to finish. The queen still on the way up. Stalker wants the overlord, but got a little bit greedy with Lings and Queens there. The Stalker goes down. Why was the Stalker over here, Geralt? That is more than just greed. That is straight up just a mistake territory. Definitely not meant to be that far out on the map. As Twilight counts on the gates to follow. One Oracle, Twilight. Is it Starglaves? Is that what we're seeing? Cheeky little Starglaves, huh? Is that the plan? Have Twilight Council and Gateway continue to come through. Let's just get that settled in. And we get ourselves up and rolling then. So let's see what that Twilight Council does. It's just Blink. No Forge though, and 3 extra gates still makes me feel we're on the aggressive side of a Blink build right now. Like, he really cut a second Oracle. And well, he didn't cut it because he's getting it now, but he delayed the second Oracle in order to get the Blink going a little bit sooner in the Twilight Council ASAP. So definitely feels like he wants that nice fast Blink, get some pressure on. Single Evo Chamber right now from Rogue. This feels like he's going to go melee, and that's obviously going to be a good little bit of action. Lings move about. Blink is coming through. Melee upgrade. The Lings all continue to come about. And again, a couple gates come through. The probes are all built. Trying to get a bit of everything up and running. Yes, the Zerglings will be finishing very shortly. And obviously for Rogue, he wants to make sure he's got enough Lings to fend these Stalkers off. You need enough of them, otherwise things could be pretty brutal as the hatchery gets into the 12 o'clock position right off the bat. So, gonna try and take the fourth. The Oracle's being deflected for now. We're moments away from Blink. No Forge. Going up to 6 gates. The no Forge, obviously, again, suggests this idea of aggression and really kind of commitment to getting something done in the very near future because, well, that's exactly what we're trying to do right now. As a couple of Lings will come moving around, and actually we'll get across to make a little bit of a pick-off on the Adept there as well. So just going to be able to take that down. The Zerglings will get a grab, and we will just see the Oracles coming back over as the Lings will fire up back over the other side. Blink is finishing. Island, the probes coming out there. Going to be building as well. Let's just see the melee upgrade just over halfway done. Zerglings back toward the center of the map again. Lings and Queens gather up. The melee upgrade still coming about. I do see the Hydra Den is going to start at the Hatcheon as well. You get that rolling. Stalkers get in position. The Lings get turned away. The Oracles will deactivate the charge. Nexus all continuing about right now. This Ling's going to come back over. We are going to be seeing the Oracles overhead. They're actually pretty low on energy. They've been busy so far. Just going to be having the couple of Oracles coming back around. I'm actually going to see those few Lings getting in on top of those few Stalkers, so there's warping being denied. I mean, we're going to have to back it off. Charge on the way behind this. I mean, Geralt's just going to be massing units here. I actually think Rogue's in a little bit of trouble already. The Stalkers all gathering up. Actually going to recall a few back home because Rogue has broken in on the other side of the map, so the run by is huge. Whoever's observing doesn't want to watch it. So the Zealots are going to be warped in. The Stalkers get warped in, but this is actually going to bring Geralt back, which buys Rogue some time to get set up. Hydra's on the way out. Bane Nest finishing +1 missiles, and the Groove Spines on the way to bring the extra Hydras up. We'll be seeing the Crystal Organs coming through as well. A couple of Lings going to get back over. Zealot goes down. Yeah, now intercept some of these Zealots as well. So actually, it really felt like Rogue was in trouble. And I still don't love Rogue's supply, but he's definitely getting back on track from where he was at. Forcing that recall really did cause some disruption and put Geralt into a much tougher place. Zealot Stalker still trying to press through the Queen. Going to take a little bit more damage as well. We blink forward. Queen goes down. Second Queen going to get picked off as well. The Zealots will continue to gather. It's going to be seeing the drones are going to pull in. A few Zealots will step forward as well. Oracle will activate going after the Queens. I mean, this is it. This is from Geralt wants to get the damage done here. Have we been able to get enough Hydras up? It doesn't really seem like it, but I tell you what, those Hydras are surviving. The Stalkers pull back, get behind the Zealots. Stalkers just targeting down Queens currently, trying to knock down anything that can disrupt Rogue long term. My problem is that actually, like, Rogue's army is better. Like, it's more teched up, so actually him surviving is 100% going in the right direction. Get some Banes wolfing in as well. Temple Archive is now starting from Geralt. He's got 1,200 gas banked, by the way, so Geralt's macro has been lackluster, to be polite about it, because that's a lot of money to be floating when you're essentially throwing your army all in at your opponent, because, again, like, the tech was not really there. I mean, the entire game plan from Geralt's weird, because he has ended up with +1. He's now got Temple Archives. Like, he kind of all-in macro, you know? Like, he threw, like, a massive gateway units at his opponent, and then here we are, you know? Kind of a wild opening from Geralt, and I actually think there's moments stepped away. I actually wonder if, A, he spent his money better, And B, if he just didn't start spending his money on all the things for the future and actually just committed to the killing, I actually think he could have had Rogue, because Rogue looked to be in a pretty miserable spot. So that's a little bit tough. As you see the Storm halfway down, the Stalkers will blink. Hydra Bane moving around. We just have the +2 missiles. Lings and Queens continuing up as well for the moment. Hydras do get there. The Oracle goes down immediately. More of that Ling Bane Hydra still going through. We get a couple extra Banes just morphing in right now. Stalkers get down to the bottom. We have the Storm about to complete. +2 attack on the way as well, so we continue bringing that into play right now. Getting Queen still building through. +2 Westall attacks is starting up. We get the Fleet Beacon building now on the side of Geralt as the Lings look to try and surround those Stalkers. Not quite able to just yet. Stalkers will push back. Lingbane can be turned away. I mean, this is the issue, is now you're letting Rogue play the aggression. And obviously, you do have defensive Storms, but Rogue is kind of split up everywhere as well. I'm not sure if there's a single good Storm. That Storm was wasted. The Banes do not die, which means that they're just able to still hit the mineral lines. So that Storm did nothing at all. Base down over here gets knocked down. We've still got Lings on this bottom side as well. In fact, 21 probes now dead. Geralt getting melted a little bit. I really feel like Geralt has given away his opportunity in this game. A few Banes wander across, rolling over. These Elds going after a few of those Hydras as well. Probes pulling out of there. The Lings is going to break through into the natural and going to start jumping onto the Stalkers. So we'll go straight onto the Stalkers, knock those down now. The Zealots are going to follow. Couple of Storms. Ling Bane taking hits. The Bane's trying to connect. These Banes is going to keep rolling through. Storm after Storm coming down at the moment. We split away. And that's it. They're out of Storms. And all of a sudden, there's still Banes and Hydras left over as Geralt. It's just not going to have enough in this game. This was... I think looking back, I really think Geralt let this slip up. Like, don't get me wrong, Rogue made a play that maybe distracted Geralt. But I think Geralt's game plan was just never fully there. I don't understand why he's essentially going for like a Stalker Zealot all-in, only to then start teching up in the future and floating 1200 gas. Like, at that point, you've taken too much gas, right? Like, imagine that 1200 gas was like mineral mining or something, or whatever else. And he was so close to breaking through Rogue as well. That on top of being delayed, I think, is what cost Geralt this game, because he gets into the Storm, kind of the better stage of the game, in not a good position at all, basically. Like, he's kind of down and out before it even really starts, as Rogue is going to get stormed here a little bit, pulls back, lets the Hydras do the work. Even just 6 Hydras here are just shredding through the Stalkers. They have +2 missiles, so they are working hard, and they are getting rid of probes as well. With the run-by going on in the natural, once again, Geralt is not being left to play his game comfortably. There's a Mothership coming up, and Geralt survives for now, which keeps him in it, and he will be able to keep on kind of pressing through for just a little bit longer here currently. Lings, Hydras, +2 melee, all building up. We do have the couple of Banes on the way up as well. Add some additional Zerglings into that. I'm just going to be seeing the Hydra's going to go open a set of rocks, open on that right-hand side, and get access through toward the bottom right. Another attack on the right side, so a couple of rogues have to pull away from there. Geralt is struggling to mine off the 4 bases that he has. Obviously, at one point he wanted to expand kind of more bottom left, but that kind of got taken away from him. You see those extra Lings finishing, the Banes coming out, and we continue through for now. Bane Hydra going to go running through. Ling's going to get in as well. It's going to be having the Banes actually come in from the top left-hand side. The Stalker's taking damage. And we're going to have Hydra's going to try and collapse in on this. Oh, the Rock Knock is kind of interesting. Makes it a little bit of a funky scenario. Now that High Templar get jumped on, though, we morph an Archon. That's going to die. The Stalker's going to die. Geralt's not had anything go his way for like 5 minutes at this point. Every single fight you see is just Geralt barely hanging on in there, but taking more and more damage. All together, Hydra stepping through. Nexus taking some shots again. Maybe GG, and Rogue is going to take game 1 of the best of 3. Alrighty, so Rogue takes the opening game. Hello everybody, how are we doing today? It's so good to see you all. Hope we're all feeling good and wonderful. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, sorry I'm late today, guys. I had a dance lesson with Helen. You know, wedding stuff is the TLDR. So, yeah, I've been there, and we had that scheduled before the LIULI Cup came around. So originally I was going to do Summer Championship today and just start like 2 hours later than our usual time. But obviously, in this case, we switch it up and do it a little bit differently. So we're going to go incorporeal on map number 2. So yeah, that's why we're a little bit late going live and just joining the games a little bit later than expected. But yeah, we are going to hop on into this next game now and continue through these games. Let's keep it going. Let's go. Congrats for wedding. Thank you so much. 3 weeks to go, man. Imagine prioritizing your wedding over a $400 weekly tournament. Look, that's well and good you say that, but you know how many times the wedding can get in the way of the $400 weekly tournaments? For example, on Monday, we have to have a meeting with the venue, and they're like, hey, 2:30, and I'm like, that's slap bang right bam bam in the middle of the friggin' Monday Cup. How dare they? Yeah, I've been thinking about what to do for that. I didn't know whether to start like an hour earlier and just hope we're done in 3.5 hours. I didn't know whether to just kind of let it be and just do 2.5 hours, then jump out and let other people finish it. And then, now I actually think now I might actually just start the Monday Cup 4 hours late. Because, to me, my Monday stream is such a good one, like, I don't want to waste it. So I think we might just do a late Monday on this coming Monday, simply for the fact that, like I say, I've just got this immovable thing, so... Is it easier to organize a wedding or a StarCraft 2 tournament circuit? Well, here's the thing, right? In StarCraft 2... all you have to worry about is the players. Like, they're the only kind of liability. And the players are pretty well behaved. And the worst case, if, you know, a player doesn't show up, it's like, oh no, we lost like 3 series. Like, it sucks. Everyone wants to see them play, but like, you know, cool to them. They miss a chance to play and get money, right? Now, if someone doesn't show up to the wedding and they're meant to, like, that could be a big problem. So yeah, the definitely the StarCraft is a little bit easier to organize. A little bit easier to pull off, you know. I think better way to put it is that in StarCraft, everyone I have to contact, it's in their best interest to actually like reply to me and let me know when they can play and blah blah blah, this and that. For the wedding, people are just like, yeah, we'll RSVP, yeah, it'll be okay, yeah, don't worry. I'm like, hey, we could have done with them RSVPs like a week ago, and they're like, oh yeah, we'll be right on that. And I'm like, so it's like, it's fine if you're not coming. Like, oh no, we want to come. I'm like, well, you're not going to be coming if you don't hand in the little freaking pad. All we need is your name and like a choice of food, bro. Yeah, it's actually not been that bad, the wedding stuff. I've honestly, the wedding stuff, the worst part is that I've been naturally stressed out about it when it's not even been all that stressful. Like, I'm just a stressing person apparently, so... yeah, and my way of dealing with that is to procrastinate, and that really does not help, believe it or not. Just invite players at the wedding till... yeah, and just invite players so there'll be an SCT tournament. I was, honestly, like the day before the wedding, there's going to be a few people here in my house, you know, and we're going to invite them around to the house. I was like, man, we could have like a sick StarCraft stream. We could have like an in-person, like... you know, we could have a multicast, like all the premier StarCraft casters right here live. I'll show you guys how to make something feel special. It's like, wait, what? You mean my $200 cup isn't going to have way more viewers just because I invited someone over to my house to cast with me? What? No, surely not. Don't you know this is EWC Caster Zombie Grove? What? The viewership is exactly the same? Huh. Yeah. It's been, Yeah, that's been fun. We're going to do an offline event next year, though, guys. Next year is 10 years of WardiTV. We're going to do an offline WardiTV event. 100%. It's definitely happening. It's definitely happening. I want to say it's like 90% happening, I think is a fair way to say it. Like, maybe we can't find a date that works. Maybe it just actually isn't possible. But like 90% we are having an offline SC2 event next year. Offline? No wedding ceremony. Just a StarCraft tournament. 2 days of live StarCraft from the beautiful northeast of England, where no one wants to come to. And that's the best part. You know, I'm just going to do a house-based event, right? But we don't have a crowd, and that's okay, because no one would want to come here anyway. It's 200. Well, I say this, some of the Home Story Cup degenerates are already upset at me when I mention this. They were like, you mean we can't come and play poker in your garage? I'm like, no, you can't. Not this time. Maybe in the future we can get the outdoor gambling ring underway, but not for event 1. If there is even a next time. See how stressful this gets. See how stressful this turns out to be, I suppose. Sorry, I'm yapping away at chat. It's 1-0 lead for Rogue, obviously, in this game. Or in this series. Why not organize a wedding at an eSports stadium? Because I mean, what if you just don't want to be surrounded by sweaty eSports nerds while getting married, you know? Yeah. Yeah, no, this is the thing often forgotten about in these discussions. Yeah. Drop a load on the way. Queen and the Overlord speed continue to come up. We do have the Queens just going to get there and push the Void over to the side. A couple of Lings will come around. Just hand out deodorant at the entrance. What if that's not the problem? What if it's the fact that they still have to use it, you know? What if it's the fact that you still have to use it? That's the difficult part, right? You must be applied. The deodorant must be applied to you as you enter. Dropper Lords, Speedy Lords are ready, by the way, guys. It's going to be full-on aggression here from Rogue. We are fighting the clock being that Storm timer. Storm typically is going to be a big point of defense in this. But I don't know if we've got that. I mean, we don't have a lot of stuff at all here from Geralt. Like, he's been mega greedy going into Storm, and now +1 in Blink. Like, Geralt is on some of the lowest unit counts you could really see at this stage. Let's see what happens. The Dropper Lord will get targeted down. Queen's going to look for that Kuchimus. They can spread the creep a little bit. Keep the transfusions available for a little bit of an extended period. Lings are going to split up between the bases. Storm going to be done. How many attempts do we even have? We've got 1. If 1 Storm saves this game, I will be shocked. I don't think that's going to be good enough. Geralt has absolutely nothing as he is getting completely overrun here. And, honestly, not even really much to say about this game. Just Geralt's build was kind of wild. Geralt's kind of entered this series, done 2 very off from the norm builds, and shown us exactly why you should stick to the norm. I mean, it's obviously there's going to be scenarios where these builds work out, and I think game 1 absolutely could have worked out, but obviously just not meant to be here. And that is going to be the Browsers just shoving their way in, and Rogue looking very good. GG is called. Rogue 2-0. And he is just going to advance into the semi-finals against MaxPax, who I think is going to give Rogue a little bit of a tougher time in that ZVP. Hearing and Trigger out of game. Is there an update on the bracket there? Would be nice to see. No. Are they going to a game 3? I don't know. We're going to try and find out. What he got with the 102-month resub on the Prime. Guys, if my dad can find the Prime sub button for 102 months, you guys can also find the Prime sub button. I believe in you all. I believe in you all. You guys can do it, okay? Prime it up today. You know what? I was like, I really thought we were going to hit 700 subs. I was like, man, we barely streamed like a month ago. Like, you know, EWC was coming up, etc., etc. I was like, there's no way. We were at like 650 subs. I was like, the road to 700. And then the sub count went to like 611. And I'm like, what the actual... How does this always happen? Why is 700 such an unattainable number? It's like, it's nice how consistent the sub count is, I guess, because it's like always just on the way to 700, but not quite there. So the consistency is nice. But like, why is it we just can't break 700 subs? Like, what is it about 700 that's just like, no? Like, it's really, really crazy to me. I mean, maybe we don't deserve more than 700 subs. I don't know why this number is so... Like, you would have thought over the past year, at some point on the push to 700, we would have actually just gotten there once, you know? Like, one time. It just doesn't happen. It's actually wild. Absolutely heckin' crazy. How everyone doing? Frosty007 Cog, thank you so much for the 4-month resub on the Prime. Love to see that. You are awesome. Let's go 700. Go. I still think we'll get there, because, like, a month ago now is, like, at like a 10-day gap from when I was at EWC, so I really feel like we should be able to get plus 80 in the next week and a bit while we're streaming a fair amount. I think it's very doable, but yeah, just kind of crazy, no? Just kind of crazy. All right, I presume Trigger lost to HEROMARINE 1-2. Crazy. What do you mean with 10 years? As far as I know, you started in 2012 or 2013. So I didn't actually brand myself as WardiTV until 2016. So when I started out, I actually started in like 2011, like late 2011, 2012, we streamed a bit more. But 2011, we made SC2 Improve, which was like a chat channel practice group. And that's what I went as. Fortunately, I didn't call my Twitch SC2 Improve because I would have had to change that whole thing. But like, yeah, we went as SC2 Improve. And I was SC2 Improve. I went full-time in 2015 as well, and we were still running events under the SC2 Improve banner. In fact, the first time we ever ran anything under the Wardy banner was the Wardy Open. And it was literally just called the Wardy Open. Oh, I thought it was, but... Yep, there it is. Wardy Open. From the August 2016... until October. Hang on, I just need to make sure the game doesn't start without me. But you can see here the Wardy opened from August 2016 to October 2016. And yeah, look at that lineup. Harstem Alive. Alive used to play everything back then. He was such a reliable player. Look at this 4x6 Zergs! Where are you all? Where are you all? Crazy. Let me just double check we're not missing a game. No, we're good. Yeah, so this was the first ever tournament that was called the Wardy Open. But we didn't actually rebrand to WardiTV. I think it was 16th of October 2016. So, yeah. I think, probably have a post about it somewhere. Title, WardiTV, next. Introducing WardiTV. Okay, apparently September 24th, 2016. Wow, that's actually... I actually was convinced it was in October. I think it's because in October I got my... I think in October... I'm getting mixed up a little bit. I think in October I actually got my little streaming studio, like the office space that I rented out. So I think I rebranded in September, and then in October I... In October I went to... In October, I moved into, like, the little office space. So I only casted for my parents as WardiTV for, like, two weeks or something. But yeah, so basically, TLDR, like, WardiTV is 10 years old in September. That's even better, because I kind of wanted to do it in September. So that even makes more sense. It's very exciting. Alright, game's coming up. Yeah, this is the introducing WardiTV post. This is the first time we ever used this logo, by the way. And we just still, like, this logo is sick. It's like, it's not too fancy, it's simple, it does the job. I love it. I got this guy who did, like, a bunch of Red Bull logos and stuff to do it. He was into StarCraft back then. Yeah, he did a great job. I gave him, like, nothing to work with. I was just like, I want a WardiTV logo. He's like, what colors? I'm like, I have no idea. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Introducing WardiTV. September 24th, 2016. How about that? Oh, there's even a blog. Source. That's so professional. Source wardi.tv/blog. WardiTV open. Wardi open. Yep, WardiTV open. Yeah, it was the first time we started using the WardiTV name. Yeah, we basically, it just became, you know, it just made sense to not, oh, I even used the accent in the I as well. Oh, I'm hardcore back here. Branching into the esports titles. Little did I know, actually the play was just a hardcore stack into StarCraft 2. Other esports titles, are they crazy? Who did I think I was? Some variety streamer? Oi, oi, oi. Oi, oi, oi. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. That's 10 years next year. So earlier this year, it's 10 years since I went full time. And yeah, the WardiTV rebrand is when I was like, man, I feel like we're gonna keep doing this. We should really like, because SC2 Improved didn't really reflect what we did anymore. Like SC2 Improved was, like I say, like what it was fine, but you know, for being called SC2 Improved when we're trying to cast pro level games and run high level events just didn't really make any sense anymore, you know. So yeah, anyway, that's my history. That's my life story. How about you guys? Where were you guys born? You were Super Zerg dominated at one stage. Man, if you look at the Go for SC2 bracket results, Go for SC2 was a ZVZ final more than it wasn't. Like, the Go for SC2 Europe Cup was dominated by Zergs. Even the, to be honest, even the players who were coming in from overseas into Europe were also, like, non-Zerg. It was honestly wild. God, I used to love casting the Go for SC2 Sundays. Started at 1 PM on a Sunday. It was nice, chill. You know, crack on in, not the earliest of streams, always at the same time. You knew what you're getting into. Best of 1 until the round of 8. Round of 8, best of 3. I think it was a best of 5 finals, but yeah, just Go for SC2 Sundays was a cracker of a tournament. That tournament did not care rain nor shine, or if other tournaments were on or anything. It was consistent. You try and that's what the ESL Cups try to do, right? The ESL Cups went on a Sunday originally, and they were like, huh, this really doesn't work well when everyone's traveling to a tournament. That's why they moved to the Mondays. That's why Monday is such a good day as well. Like, sometimes, yes, you lose some players traveling back from an event, but nothing ever clashes with you on a Monday, you know? Nothing ever shows up on a Monday and you're like, oh, well, now this tournament's here. That screws my weekly event, you know? Thanks for coming up. The Stargate on the way. We get the Adept, the Probes, the Warp Gate continuing to come by. Just going to see the few Zerglings gathering together for a moment. Thank you so much if you just became a Patreon member, by the way, in the last 15 minutes. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I see the email confirming a new Patreon membership. Love it. Love it. Adept coming around. A few Lings gather up. A few more drones coming through. Just have the Ling Speed Void Ray will continue to build about for the moment as the Queens will go. The Creep Tumor does get taken down. The few Zerglings stepping across to the side. Adept comes through. The Void Ray is going to move about for a couple of moments. Nexus is going to drop into place. Killing is going to go. Adept going to take some damage. Adept is going to go down here. Can Rogue's EVP stand up against MaxPax's PvZ? It's wild because I feel like we barely even get to talk about MaxPax and PvZ. Like, this matchup is just one he doesn't have to play a whole lot being in Europe and everything, so I really find that super fascinating. As the Void Ray going to activate onto the hatchery, damage being done. Oracle pulls back to the side. Twilight Council and Forge both building up. The gateway coming online. Next is coming through too. As you just see, the couple of Queens going to get there. Voyager's going to get pushed back the other direction early on. We're going to grab a Creep Team. Korean going to be right there. Just going to push the Void back the other direction. And the land, the Rotron continue to come in for the moments, just getting that all in line. Oracle drops down the stasis ward, puts that straight into place. Plus one and Blink will come through. A couple of Stalkers coming about. Just going to be seeing the Hydra Den in the Evo Chamber. Building at the moment as we just have the Void Ray pushing a few Zerglings around. So, Zerglings getting pushed about. Swan and Blink coming in. I guess this is what MaxPax is very well known for in PvZ. Just very solid opening. There's a lot of Blink pressure. And then just readying up that follow-up. I think that's maybe why we don't talk much, or why I don't think much of MaxPax PvZ. It's not that we just don't see it, which is obviously part of the case. But it's also just the fact that, like I say, it's not that we just don't see it. It's that we just... It's just not like... I don't want to say it's not... I don't want to make it sound bad, but like, it's nothing special. He plays very well. That's not what I mean with nothing special. It's just very standard, you know? Like, he plays what you expect. Blink, Stalker, pressure, into a Storm-based follow-up, into just that later game, getting the Air Army build and everything else. And at the end of the day, I think that's what it kind of comes down to, is that MaxPax just plays very solid, standard PvZ. Whereas in PvP, we're still used to talk to him, you know, playing, you know, in different ways. In PvT, talk about him being the guy that's just so good with those Stalkers as well. And this matchup, like, he's extremely good with everything he does, but it is the epitome of just standard stuff. Stormman charge both building. High Temple about to finish. Couple cannons coming through. Just have ourselves the Void Ray going up after the Extractor. Now onto the Spore, but it gets shot down. Spore Crawler with the K. Oh, right there. Very nicely done. A few Stalkers stepping up. Blink Hydra and turn over to the left-hand side. Those few Stalkers are going to go running. See the Hydras continue to give chase. Infestation Pit will be finishing very soon as the Lurker Den does come into play. Just got those Lings wrapping around the Nexus at the moment, so we get wrapped around there straight away. And Storm and Charge both building up at the moment. Things get turned out the other side. That's on missiles. Groove Spine's coming up. The Lings continue to build through. There is the Lurker Den as well, just ticking along. It's going to give us those Lurkers here in the near future. Esports going to fight the High Templar setting up. This army from MaxPax is hella scary, right? Just a lot of Storms available. One Archon to kind of tank up a little bit. The only thing that's really missing is Zells, but man, Storm, and they were all right on top of them Hydras. My goodness. Hydra's count still going to be good at the end of it, though, and that means that we can actually trade very well here, and Rogue is going to start pushing MaxPax away. Even that missile upgrade helping those Hydras just trade that a little bit better still, even. Beacon and Stargate coming up. The Lurkers building. It's going to give Rogue a much better composition, but he is going to be introducing into the play the fact that MaxPax can obviously add on the Stargates, add on the Fleet Beacons, and head into this later game composition of his own. We're seeing the Lings over to the right side. Spire coming about. The Evo Chamber about to complete. Seismic Spines finishing shortly. Adrenal Glands and +2 missile upgrade coming in as our Storm drops onto the Hydras. Assault Stalker, High Templar coming about. The Lurker's going to try and come around from that left-hand side. Looking to push straight through here. Those Lurkers still setting up the Archon gathering as well. And both of those Tempests on the way currently as we get those on the way out. Just going to be having the Queen already getting jumped on as well. Just going to see that Queen going down. Here go those lurkers going to try and come in from that other side. Bling's going to show up as well, and we are going to see one more storm. I just keep on chasing through. A lot of the units from MaxPax are pretty low HP, so maybe we have some opportunity here from Rogue. His supply is dripping down a bit. These few zealots, however, will not do much else. They don't kill too many extra Hydras. Rogue is hanging on in there. MaxPax is a 90 pro Protoss player right now, so his economy is truly through the roof at the moment, as a couple of zealots to the top left-hand side will go hit that hatchery as well. Just going to go straight after that. Again, +3 attack coming in. The Mothership on the way up at the Tempest, at the Immortal. Coming back around, just going to see the Lurkers. Going to be right there, the Hydras trying to press through. Actually going to be seeing the recall coming down at the moment. Just going to see the rest of this coming about. Lurkers going to step through as well. Just going to be seeing that army come down to the bottom side. Lings trying to get a grab on the Immortal. Come back a little bit further, as we are going to be seeing the ship about to finish up another nice storm. Hydra's going to take a little bit more damage. See the Lurker still trying to press just a little bit further forward. Tempest are going to be right there. Cannon is going to go after the Lurker. That is going to get taken out. We have a +3 attack. Halfway done. The +1 air weapons is halfway done. Still adding the Oracle and the Tempest in too, as the Tempest continue to put work in. Those Lurkers do just really take just a whole bunch of damage right now. One more storm. Hydra's getting struck. Another storm again. The Zealots will continue to chase. Rogue put up a fight, but at the end of the day, he just does not have the numbers to keep sending this. And MaxPax is just winning out. Resource loss must be heavily in MaxPax's favor. And again, MaxPax is just mega rich. He's doing this with a ton of probes. Not too large of an army at any single point in time, because he's just mining so hecking much. He's just able to rebuild, go again, and again. That one high tempo, by the way, is going to keep on running. Just about getting out of there. As the Tempest, the +3 attack coming through. Next is coming about. The Stasis going to get settled. There is the Mothership gathering. The Storm coming down again. The few Hydras come through. We're just going to be seeing the couple of shots going straight about. Hit this hatchery once more, as we just have the game gang called. Rogue doesn't have enough to hang on in there anymore. That's just going to do it. So there we go. MaxPax 1-0 lead in the best of 3. Second map coming up in a second, guys, as we work our way through the semi-final. Is this still relevant? The OG Mothership, aka -400. Well, that's why it's called the OG, because it's the original Mothership, which really was always -400. Not so much anymore, right? But yeah, the OG version. What's up, Raro, as well? Thank you so much. 45-month resub on the Prime. Appreciate it, bud. Thank you so much for supporting. Thank you. As we ready up for a game 2 here between MaxPax and Rogue. So the winner of this plays Gabe in the finals. That's actually a pretty fun final, to be honest. It's honestly, it's been a pretty good cup. Sad that we missed a little bit of it, to be honest. Just the way that it goes. But yeah, sad that we missed a little bit of it. It's just the way it is. Let's get ready to start off into this next round. We're going to kick off in the bottom right-hand side. It is going to be our blue Protoss player. This is MaxPax. He takes the 1-0 lead in the best of 3, taking on Rogue in the top right, the red Zerg player. Let me kick this off. Oh. So yeah, best of 5 finals after this as well. It's really going to be a short stream for me, guys. Like I say, I was really hoping we'd get back and like both the semis wouldn't have started. Which is kind of true, like one of the semis was quite far back, but I guess that bottom semi was just ready so quickly, so like I say, not the end of the world. And we'll Just have a little short stream today. Again, just if anyone here is here that cares, I'm away tomorrow. So, I'm not away, I'm just off tomorrow. Actually, just having a day off. So I'm having a day off tomorrow, and then I'll be back on Sunday with WardiTV Summer Championship action with our 5-player group that still doesn't have a 5th player. What's up, Juvia? Thank you so much for the resub. 64 months. Good morning to you too. Thank you so very much. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Well, Forge comes down as MaxPax says, I'm not going to let you have this gold base. He's going to cannon rush it. Rogue takes the gold on the aggressive side. And MaxPax will put the pylon behind this mineral line. We'll start the cannon. And this is an investment from MaxPax, and Rogue could, in theory, cancel the base and just go elsewhere. And this is still an investment from MaxPax, who will have built a forge and a pylon. Obviously, if you cancel the hatchery, then the cannon would not be finished. Then the cannon would cancel in return. We're just going to pull the drones in. It's going to be a pylon wall. But this pylon here has very little HP on it, so we're going to try and give it a go. But a second cannon starts. Actually, that pylon is gaining HP rapidly enough that this might just not matter. We're going to break through. We're going to try and get onto the cannon that goes down a little bit more quickly. The depth on the way that's going to try and support this cannon rush. If it can get there in time, but nope, the cannon finishes and the drone's already in trouble. And where the heck are these drones going to go now? Well, we're going to go open the door to the other side of the map and maybe try and link flood or something. But if MaxPax just builds a cannon, I feel like that's obviously looking to be a disaster. So we're not exactly in a great place right now. Hey, what's up, Nanny EL as well? Thank you so much. Also for the Prime. Always here for the Wardy content. Thank you so much, mate, for the 14-month resub. Appreciate the Prime. Thank you. Thank you. And where Lings are going to break through that pylon. So that wall goes down. Lings will get in. 2 adepts, though. Link speed nowhere near being done. The gold base hatchery, nigh on useless. So many drones off the mineral line this entire time. I mean, we're going to use these drones. I mean, why not, right? Turn this into a little bit of a cheeky little drone ling attack, but the adepts are shading away. At least one of them is. The other shade is very late to arrive. Can we cause enough trouble here that we could realistically make this work until link speed is done? There's a 3rd adept that's going to hit these lings and drones now. It really feels like this is less and less likely to work, and it's getting that way, more and more that way every second that passes by. I think we're going to see ourselves a little bit of a GG. That's Rogue. It says W, and that will be that. MaxPax 2-0 Rogue. We really aren't going to have much of a stream today, are we? Well, we've got a best of 5 coming up. I guess we can hope for a sick 5-game series coming by. Hey, HEROMARINE took out Classic earlier. Maybe we can get something done against MaxPax. Maybe what comes up next? I guess we hop to Europe as well for that, and then we just have a best of 5 final, and that really is it for the day, guys. I don't have anything extra planned or any bonus content or anything like that, so I'm just going to take it easy. I'm going to have an early finish. We've been doing a lot of long summer championship streams. Take it easy a little bit. Alright. Boom, 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 boom. So yeah, let's hop on over to Europe and we'll get this ready to rumble. Alrighty guys, a couple of moments then, get some videos going, we'll get ready for this best of 5 final. MaxPax HEROMARINE Like I said, just going to be a little quick one today, but it's all good. Ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of a shorter stream. Alright, sorry guys, just getting a couple things sorted, because obviously I've been late to get to my PC today as well. Cool. Alright, we'll take a few moments. Get settled to go. The lobby's already coming up. Alright, let's get into HEROMARINE versus MaxPax. So, got this underway, guys. Best of 5 finals coming online between HEROMARINE and MaxPax right now. And we get this ready to rumble. So, load and delay lines. Game number 1 of this best of 5 finals of the LIULI Cup. Kind of cruel to see Gabe in a cup. Gabe doesn't play many cups now. He sometimes plays like the Monday night weeklies. But yeah, cool to see him here today. And he's been popping off an all-European final, and Clement signed up. Madness. In the bottom left-hand side, the blue Protoss player is going to be MaxPax. And I remember back to obviously the big Gabe Cup on the Mondays. He was the king of that thing until Clem came along. Eventually, HEROMARINE in the top right. That's going to be getting us into this. So, LIULI Cup finals. See what happens. Finds a nice little observer. Got all the best obs in the world right here. Ini, we got Hindi. Take your pick. Love it. I love it because I don't have to observe. It's always a positive. Always nice. We'll just have the CC popping out a few SCVs, taking a few moments. Couple of refineries coming up as well. We just set ourselves into action here. The gate and the assimilator coming through. Add a probe on. And that barracks into play. So again, a little bit of everything going through for the moment. Gets settled in. Creeper will start on out so we get that straight up and running. We'll just have our factory coming about. Reaper on the way. Get settled for the moment. Let's just see the factory building, Reaper building. Continues through. The Adept is going to shade for the Reaper, obviously try and get some damage done there. Hellion on the way, second Reaper on the way. HEROMARINE will try and apply a bit of pressure, but MaxPax has other ideas. A gateway coming up across the map, and he's looking to get damage early. Reapers and the Hellion. Just going to get rid of the Adept. Just going to be seeing the Warp Gate continuing up, and there's 2 extra gates now, so it's going to be 3 gate pressure, and if HEROMARINE doesn't know this is coming, this gets very messy. The Adept will go down. It's going to be able to get a Reaper, though, and that's a guarantee, no? Yeah, okay, so a Hellion and a Reaper kill. I actually don't mind it. You're knocking down units. You're going to have a ton of units yourself. The Widowmine that's on the way, maybe one of the things that can stop this a little bit. Obviously, we do still have the pressure of these 2 couple Reapers hopping in to kind of deal with the Stalker there. Deflects for the moment. Hellion runs into the natural, though. MaxPax has only that single Stalker, and now he's going to have to warp in more at home rather than going across the map, so that's a problem as well. He does stop the Reapers from checking out the main base, so HEROMARINE doesn't get too much info there, but he's going to find himself 5 workers. He's going to get a 6, easily 7, might even grab 8. Could have had 8, I think, if he chased it, but you'd rather take the Reapers into the main. The Stalkers will run away at that. Now 2 Stalkers across the map will start to deal some damage, so the counter damage will come through from MaxPax at this point. Widowmine gets 1 Stalker, though, so MaxPax is not having a good first few moments of this game, and I mean, with 7 workers lost, remember, he must do serious damage here because he's so late to tech. And so if he doesn't have tech, then he's in trouble. Now, HEROMARINE realizes just how aggressive this is. He sees even more units showing up. He wants to burrow that Widowmine somewhere safe enough. It will get burrowed, but that ain't it because the Stalker stepped forward. The next mine will go down too, and again, HEROMARINE, just not knowing this was happening, is now going to get punished for a little bit. Now he's going to try and micro the Marines. MaxPax will take the chance to target whatever he can, and SCV there goes down too. And the Stalkers begin to hit the depot. Other Stalkers arriving. SCVs are going to pull forward. We lose 1 more Marine. The Viking lands to add any damage that we can because this is a messy situation. You need as much as you can get. Every unit will help. Use the Adept Shade for high ground vision. And just bully our way forward once more as HEROMARINE has that Viking. Not going to save it as well, which is a bit of a shame. 8 SCVs already going down. The tank is there. Obviously, tank sieging up would put a big stop to this. These are not upgraded Stalkers. They're going to be Blink Stalkers soon, but not just yet. So I think for now, we're going to have to stop this aggression. MaxPax gets back to a 10-worker lead as he kills 12 SCVs during this offense. And HEROMARINE is going to build Marine Tank Banshees. So just going to spam out a few fairly kind of, you know, high damage output units. Definitely the, you know, on the more aggressive side of things. Just going to see that medevac still chilling overhead as well, just for now. And holding out for a moment or two. Tank's going to fire. Stalker's going to blink across. Tank going to take a big hit already. Big shots coming in for the moment as you just have Stalkers continue to trade outright here. A little bit more being dealt. Tank and the Marines coming through. Our Nexus coming online. And she comes back over as the starboard jumps off of the tech lab. We look to reset ourselves. The Mad Alien, thank you so much for the 65-month resub. Probo Facility and Nexus both coming on the Probes building as well. Still gather. Just going to be seeing the Engineering Bay going down. Another Engineering Bay comes through as well. Just going to be having the Marines still setting up. Pushing back once more, just for the moment. And she takes a probe. And Stalker's Sentry continue to come around for the moment. The charge will continue up as well. The Nexus continues into play, finishing very shortly. Robo Facility not far from finishing either. Stalker's actually trying to grab that medevac. It's not going to have boost. The Stalkers are catching up. Oh, it stops as well! Full medevac goes down, and HEROMARINE loses track of, well, 10 supply of units. It's really not ideal. It's obviously not what you want to see. It's going to be having the charge continuing through, about halfway done currently. Extra gates and the forge coming up as well. Let's have that observer also building probes, gates, all coming online. And she just settles. The observer going to pop out. Just another chrono boost coming down. +1 in the charge. Still building in as the prism will be the next step here from MaxPax. So, before prism starts up, we'll see the bio going to force those stalkers away. Those stalkers underneath, and actually that Banshee just doesn't go down. Banshee is going to get out of there. He finally gets rid of that gateway on that right side. No, Banshee does go down. I feel like MaxPax has a pretty good lockdown on this game right now. Lots of extra gates coming up, +1 in Immortal production starting. HEROMARINE is about to hit the stim, the combat, the +1, the bio upgrades that will see him to victory if there is a victory in sight for him. He's also building a 3rd CC along with 2 more barracks, so he's just looking toward a future where this game continues through and just continues to build out in general. So that is the plan for the moment. Concussive shells, the attack upgrade, and a little bit of bio going to stim in. The stalkers have to again respect that and just step away instantly. So respectful play for now as the stalkers resettle themselves. Bio coming across. The stalkers going to take hits once again. WardiTV gets taken out. Thanks for siege, and we do ready ourselves for a push forward. Zealots go after a few of those SCVs, so again a bit more damage being done. Just one attack finishing soon. The Immortal about halfway through. Those medevacs just escaping out over to the right side. Uh-oh, tanks. And again, jumped on. Do we have enough zealots? We get rid of the tanks, but I'm afraid that this bio is actually going to do well enough. But extra zealots show up. Stalkers go to the high ground. And that bio force seems pretty stuck. The load and unload to the high ground going to get the stalkers at least. Here we might be able to get away with this. Still actually has a supply lead in this game. The zealots alone ain't doing much, and these few stalkers actually do intercept the medevac, so I mean, this is just kind of getting chaotic because medevacs keep on falling. Of all the things for MaxPax to get, medevacs are such a great grab because they really do reduce the ability of the Terran to kind of stay on the map and to get so much more done. So, pretty huge factor there. As the command center going to come back over as well. We'll just be seeing our Storm building, Immortal building. All of that comes through for the moment. Viking Marine and the attack of armor upgrade. Continuing by, the bio will settle. Again, Storm coming up about halfway done. The Archon and Immortal still being brought through. WardiTV will get the prism. Zealot steps forward, ends up going down. The Marine falls with it, but cleanup is made. Now we have the WardiTV drop trying to find damage as well. Here, Marine supply looking good. Army supply especially looking good. MaxPax is about to have Storm, which I think is going to be a big step in the right direction. By having Storm, adding some AoE into his game, I think that's the one thing that he's really missing right now, and just all together. Without that Storm, I think you actually do stay in a little bit of trouble. And if it was just like gateway-based units, then yeah, you probably have a tough time from this kind of a supply. But with Storm, I believe a little bit more for MaxPax, who is still trying to utilize those stalkers to the best of his ability to get as much done as possible here. Trying to find as much as he can. Rubber Bay is going to start with the +2 attack upgrade coming through. A couple of probes are coming about. An armor upgrade coming online, a couple of ghosts coming through, add some Marines and medevacs in as well. You see the Stalkers and the Archon looking to try and get on top of the bio there. WardiTV is going to set up as well. Still trying to see a little bit more. Stalkers blinking, looking for damage. Zealot's going to go after the mineral line. SCVs will start to drop. A bunch more Zealots getting warped in as we do charge forward into the Ghost. Both of these units going to get back to the front and again look to shove forward here. The Zealots all over the place, man. 5, 6 SCVs going down. Going to get rid of the bunker. Now the Storm comes down. It's a lot of bio units. The Vikings overhead. Stalkers hitting a bunch of those. HEROMARINE's army just going to start melting. Man, this felt like such a good HEROMARINE game, and then just all comes apart here. Just Like that. GG, MaxPax takes the 1-0. 1-0 lead. Beautiful. Alright, MaxPax. I mean, he's just freaking good, man. Even when it feels like things are getting a little bit tough for him, it just finds a way to rebound. Finds a way to rebound. Oh, I see. I'm not in the correct channel on Europe. God, they always start these games so freaking fast. Like 3 casters on in game. Love it. Because they're using the freaking ESL channel, and I'm not inside the ESL channel, naturally. Because who's inside the ESL channel in 2025? Okay, we're just gonna have to cast from someone's stream. It'd be nice if they wait. Like, I don't think it's a crazy request that the players maybe wait like more than 3 seconds for people to join the lobby. Like we've barely even been out of game. Ay. So stupid. In the bottom left, Blue Pros player will be up a game. It is MaxPax, guys. In the top right, it is HEROMARINE. There'll be no game sound for this one because, like I say, they started without a bunch of the casters, so tough love. Max gas coming up, gate gas coming in. Hope heading to the upper side of the map as we get settled. Max in the refinery, gateway coming around. And just get settled down at the moment. The racks on the gate all coming online for the moment as well. As we check on through to see a little bit of what's going on. Obviously, Probe Scout coming straight across. I'm going to see high ground CC from HEROMARINE. Well, the depth shade going to go up towards the top side. HEROMARINE's damage last game could have won him if he knew about the proxy. Yeah, he was very unlucky not to have had the Reapers go deeper in the main and to notice, oh crap, there's no tech here, because then he would have been a little bit more aware. He lost both Widow Mines just to lack of awareness that... I mean, maybe he shouldn't have lost the second one because the 2 Stalkers showed up on the other side. They were already fighting, right? But maybe he just thought that they were just across the map for some other reason. I feel like it just didn't click with so much else going on. That should have been a moment where you could have figured out a little bit more of what's going on, right? But obviously didn't happen. Cyclone moving over to the other side if we just take a couple moments of peeking around. Again, Blink coming up, gates in the Robo facility coming through. Just going to be having the Robo About halfway done. Medevac drop in. This is going to be seeing the Widow Mine dropping through. The Adept is going to shade by as well. Trying to find a little bit of something. Widow Mine gets a couple probes. It's going to be about it for the moment. Nothing too crazy. Just see the Medevac moving away. Yeah, guys, they started the game super quickly and they didn't wait for everyone to join the lobby, so I'm watching someone else's stream, so there's no game sounds. I mean, I can give you game sounds if you want.
Tak, w tym samym czasie może właśnie...
But there's also a Polish guy talking.
Medivac nie dołączy do tego?
You see?
No może nie dołączy.
Makes it a little bit difficult, you know?
Właśnie widać.
So yes, there's no game sounds. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's my fault. I wasn't in the right chat channel. I just hadn't joined the chat channel in Europe because we hadn't played a single game on Europe in this tournament yet, so... Yeah. It improves the stream a lot? You guys would rather just listen to indie than me? Is that what you guys want? It's crazy. Just go watch indie stream. Life hack. Indie's actually just streaming like this all of the time already. You can just go watch him. You don't have to be on my channel. Yeah. Stalker's going to just put some good damage in. Obviously, HEROMARINE's right out the front, but he only has a tank. I don't know if that army really does enough. Recall on the prism. We get the units all set up to just go break this. I mean, that tank doesn't last long. I think we're going to lose the third base. I actually think MaxPax was overly careful against this. I don't think he had to lose the third. That tank was so alone. He could have dove on that so much sooner. He absolutely had the Stalker count to fight these Marines already. So yeah, absolutely could have maybe gone for something along those lines as the charge. The Observer continues up. Stimpack, Combat Shield, and +1 continue through as well. Marine Marauder still coming around. We're just going to be seeing the Stalker still settling out in the middle of the map here, so they wait for a moment or two. Now we're going to push forward. Bunker just finishes up in time. Has the Prism as a secondary blink, essentially, to bring the Stalkers back as needed. Marauder in the bunker makes it tough because it really does a lot of damage at range as well, so you can't really kind of stand in the wrong place then. The Stalkers were struggling to all hit that bunker at once. There was no way they were going to ever take that down, right? So nothing coming in on that regard. Couple of bio units going to go after the Stalkers, so we get a few more shots off. Storm is coming up to being about halfway done. +1, Concussive Shells, Combat Shield, all coming through. I'm going to gather a little bit of bio coming forward. Stalker's just going to blink. Still got the Storm finishing shortly here. A couple of Zealots are going to gather up. A couple of Marines going down as well. MaxPax is trying to keep map control with those Stalkers, but HEROMARINE getting back onto the map. Third CC starting for him, so we'll be going toward that as well. I see a Storm coming through. More Storms coming out. Bio's taking a beating. Storm just completely dominant in that fight. Another Storm hits everything. Storm is just so good right now. What could you do to maybe slightly balance Storm? And do we think that slightly, changing, I say balance, do we think that affecting Storm or changing Storm could be a way to balance this matchup? Is my genuine wonder. I feel like it all comes down to Storm in the end. Like, at the end of the day, Protoss always survive because of Storm. So many of these good fights are because of Storm. Do Protoss just die without Storm? Like, is that the problem? Like, if we take Storm away or change it in some way, do they just die without it? Or should Storm maybe be the target of a nerf if we want to bring this matchup back into check? Because it's pretty crazy how prominent and how crazy powerful it is. Reduce the range. That's interesting. So it's still an extremely powerful spell, but it's more difficult to get into the correct places. That's a better suggestion than I thought I was going to get, to be honest. Frost just dies without Storm. The problem with reducing the range of Storm is then High Templar can just get bullied by Ghosts. Right? That's part of the balancing issue. Reducing the range of Storm would be really good when it comes to, like, attacking into Terrans. But it would be really bad when it comes to having to defend as a Protoss. So... Complain about Storm, why? Because PvT is... I don't know if you watch PvT lately, but it's becoming unfun to watch. Because, you know, every single game is just Storms dictating exactly what happens almost all the time. But maybe, I mean, I don't know if that's the thing. Like, Storm's been the same for so long. I don't know if it's necessarily Storm as much as it's just the ways in which you can use Storm nowadays because of the ways in which Protoss can be overall. Right? I think that's kind of a... You could do the other way and make a minimum range requirement. Yeah, but then you just die to Zerg. Then Zergs would just die, no? Yeah. I think, yeah, the thing is I don't think Storm itself is the problem. Because we have other things in the game similar to Storm that are... I think it's more so that Storm currently builds very well into how Protoss can survive. And and into a lot of the other advantages that Protoss are taking, right? I think is the kind of the problem. And obviously with energy recharge, Storm is more prominent because it's a more easily found go-to solution when things go bad. So I just wondered, because obviously, you know, fixing a lot of the other stuff with Protoss might be difficult, but what if we just took Storm away? Is Protoss still kind of crazy good in the ability to kind of trade and defend it? And just out-expand and all the rest of it? Get rid of energy recharge. Energy recharge is really good, though. It's really good for the game compared... Like, you need energy recharge so Protoss don't just die. And its energy recharge is way better for the game than battery overcharge was. Maybe energy recharge just needs tweaked. But does energy recharge change how PvT plays to the point where PvT is like basically Protoss mass expand, tech, and have a ton of good units that can trade well early? Because here's the problem that I see in PvT, right? PvT starts out, and the Protoss can take a fast third base. I think that part is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. From this fast third base, Protoss typically build a crap ton of gateway units, which in essence is fine because gateway units are good early, but in theory over time they become worse, right? What we're seeing though is that because Protoss can get so many gateway units early, they can expand again, take more economy, and just have so many gateway units that the Terrans never get to the point where they're good against gateway units. And by the time the Terran finally, Terran has to sit back and not go on the map because, gateway units are dominating the map. By the time that then you can go onto the map as the Terran, the Protoss has a lot of bases and very good tech. So, like, each thing is just hand-holding the Protoss into the next stage of the game, which is great. Like, for Protoss, it's a super cool cycle. But it feels like there's no openings for Terrans anymore. And it feels like when Protoss mess up, more often than not, they have a big get-out-of-jail-free card that saves them. No? The problem you see in TVP is Terrans refusing to build ghosts, so they build them way too late. Because you can't... Well, I don't think Terrans refuse to build ghosts, but the reason you might think they're building them late is because if you build the ghosts any earlier, you just die to the gateway units. No? Protoss players don't win tournaments. That's true. So what you're saying is we should have energy recharge should be buffed. 200. That's it. That's what we need. We buff the energy recharge. Give them more of a band-aid. It's difficult. I'm at the point where I think I don't even know if this last game was necessarily. I just saw the storms and I was just thinking about it. But I've just seen so many games now where I feel like, to me, like, I'm just a caster, so maybe my game sense isn't quite there, but I feel like usually I have a pretty good grasp of what's going on in the game. And more often than not nowadays, I'm like, oh, Protoss should be in trouble, and the Protoss don't even look phased, right? And I think that's where I feel like there's a problem, because as someone who's watched a lot of this game, and has a pretty good vibe check for it, and like I say, like, I feel like my vibes are usually pretty good. I feel like when my vibes are, like, consistently wrong, to me that almost feels like maybe that's just me, but like then I kind of feel like it's maybe a game thing. Like that's when I feel like we really maybe need to shift something, because it doesn't feel right to watch PvT at the moment. But then Clem plays and it's less of a problem, so I'm just inciting chaos, guys. Sorry, I'm baiting the balance wine in the chat. I apologize. Maybe heading out to the upper right side of the map. I just want you, yeah, I'm baiting you guys to spend your wardy points to balance wine. 6 straight finals for MaxPax. Yeah, he's popping off in the online cups at the moment, isn't he? He just took like 6 months of not being as good as he was, and now he's back. Ain't nobody to stop him. Reno, why are you watching a StarCraft stream, mate? Isn't it your annual leave from StarCraft period? Oh, yeah. Look, if you're going to be here, at least have the courtesy to fill our final slot on Sunday. Freaking Zergs. Non-existent, then they show up in the Twitch chat to incite riots. Oh, yeah. These guys. Freaking Zerg players. Starport is coming up. We do have ourselves the barracks and a tech lab and a reactor, bit of everything coming online. Take a few moments here to get set as the Triple Reaper hops up. Force fields are interesting. The Reapers are just going to dive through no matter what. Hellions onto the natural. Reapers go to join them. Battery is there, so the Hellions cannot get insta-kills. This entire sequence of events felt weird. The force fields felt weird. Obviously, the Hellions do not get that much done. I felt like 2 very free Hellions into the natural, but they didn't do much at all. 4 probes go down right now. Gonna see the energy recharge onto a sentry. Hallucination will pop. We will get on at the move as the Banshee tank marine cloaking comes online. A couple of Hellions will be in position. Gonna hit the probe. Stalker and the sentry gonna hit the Hellion. Just chase that Hellion out of there. Banshee tank, marine and cloaking still coming through. The couple of Marines will still be right there as well. Just gonna hit the hallucination and hit it a couple more times. Push that back out onto the map. Tide probe's going down. HEROMARINE's having some good early games, to be honest. I feel like he is constantly getting some good damage done to the point where he's able to step up in these games and look reasonable. You can see the Stalkers, the hallucination pulling over. I see that tank gets sieged up. A few Stalkers take some damage. A couple of Marines will begin to go down. Again, forge probes, obs in the charge. Continuing over for now, just going to be having those couple stalkers sat out the front. Bunch going to shoot up. A couple of the probes begin to take some hits. We've seen the stalkers warping in against this. Not a bad defense against the Banshee, which is exactly what you want to see. Especially with the way that other things have been going here. That is... not so bad. Banshee gets turned away. Stimpack Combat Shield and +1 all continue now. Marine Marauder Medevac coming through. Add a couple Widow Mines in as well. Again, Gates, Temple Archives, +1 in charge will continue to build too. A little bit of everything coming in right there as the Bio gets rid of the rocks on the low ground. Banshee's going to fire Stalkers, take a few more shots, and push back the other way. It's actually really nice. The Banshee's getting some damage at this stage. You don't expect them to in the middle of the map. Bioforce with the tank support is going to be right there. MaxPax does feel like he's in trouble this game. His supply is not good at all. He is definitely in a troubling position. Can he find something of a defense, or is it doomed? +1 Immortal. Trying to get in. I mean, the Zealots are going to charge into this. Mine is going to get killed off. That's nice. Going to actually get the siege tanks. Okay, now he could blink away. One tank remains alive but low HP. It feels nice. Let's see on the way from here. He's got a follow-up plan behind this. We're going to blink forward. It's a very good fight so far from MaxPax. Just that siege tank. If he'd been able to finish that off, that would have been amazing. It's the only thing that stops him from continuing to chase this army down right now. And it's such low HP, but it's in such a good position as well. War Prism on the other side might be in some trouble. Mine. Still getting whacked. We've seen the Nexus does fall. Army's still trying to push forward. The back will go down. The probe's going down. I think MaxPax is indeed dead this game. Just a bit too much damage taken early. Losing a few too many stalks mid-map as well is not exactly great. And that is looking to be good. Lion gathers in the center. Medevacs will continue to do some healing here. We'll just have the Storm about to finish as MaxPax down 35-36 supply. This is really not far from being done. Just gonna see a few more Zealots coming in. Heromarines just keep on shoving. I mean, there's a Storm or two you've got to respect right now, but that's gonna be about it. If you can just get past those storms, engaging without those storms doing too much, you're up 15 workers. Hello? HEROMARINE? Oh my god. That was... that was literally just like AFK army. One medevac goes down, another medevac being chased. A little bit of Bio steps up, Widow Mine burrows up as well. Coming around the left-hand side now, you see a couple Widow Mines on the way. The medevac's building, a couple Ghosts coming up as well. Widow Mine goes off in a single Zealot. Widow Mine goes down. Bunker in the front, in some trouble. MaxPax pushing with 14 army supply deficit. He only has one Storm left. He's going to have some Zealots charging on the right side at the same time. Will take some of the attention away. Sorry, he had more than one Storm left. He had another Storm. And the Zealots getting to the front here. The Widow Mines. Both going to fire. Hit the Zealots on either side. Neither of them in the clump, though. And the Archon's still alive by a smidgen as well. 25 SUVs have gone down. There go those Archons. They were about to die instantly. Oh, nice EMP. I didn't even see the Ghost that hit that. Storm was also pretty good, though. The Archon and the Immortal are going to continue pushing through, and I mean, this game was not. This was not a Storm comeback. This was a Storm comeback, but this was a HEROMARINE sat in those storms. I cannot get those storms out of my mind on the other side. GG. Wow, what was this storm over on the other side? Like, he just stood in it. I want to see what his point of view was as he got stormed to death. Was this after it? No, he pushes right and he gets storm. Yeah, because storm just finished. Like, there's a storm here. I want to watch it from HEROMARINE's point of view. Splits. Attacks.
Additional society nodes required.
He just stopped watching. He just didn't go back to the army. Wow, he just completely... I presume he thought the army was running, but it stopped? Man, that's wild. That's obviously a bad moment. It's still good for HEROMARINE. He just needs to stabilize at all. But that's what opened the door, I think, for MaxPax to then be in the game. Crazy. MaxPax wins the LIULI Cup. I thought we were going to have a bit of excitement at the end there. Alas, we do not. Alas, we do not. GG's. Alright. That was our stream, guys. I mean, it wasn't a long one. It was never going to be a long one today. So, appreciate you all. Hope you've all had a great day with me. You all had fun. I'm sure some of you watching the cup before that as well. So, yeah. Just thanks for watching. I don't really have much to say. Like I said, I'm not here tomorrow. I'll be here on Sunday with the Summer Championship. Alright. Just trying to think if there's anything else to actually say, but I really don't have anything. So yeah, sorry obviously for being late. I don't love jumping in and doing like a half stream, but it just kind of made sense, and it's kind of over too soon to... I don't really have anything like backup planned. So yeah, just yeah. Alright, I'm gonna host... I don't know who to host because everyone's doing LIULI Cup. I'm gonna host Loco simply because... I don't know who's going to stay alive after LIULI Cup anyway, so... Alright, I'll see you guys later. You guys have a great rest of your day. Yeah. Have a good one. Bye.